Welcome back to day 16. Today's intention is patience. And I think that translates to both on and off the mat. We have to be patient with ourselves and growing the yoga practice, and finding our edge and really learning to sit with the discomfort sometimes. And that really translates off the mat too. I think a big lesson for me that yoga is such a helpful tool in working through is learning that you can acknowledge these emotions that come up. You can recognize that you have these feelings, but you don't have to immediately react on them. You can sit with them, you can reflect and take the pause and learn to be a little more patient with yourself and with others. So that's what our intention is for our practice tonight. We'll slow things down, stretch things out, and really focus on our intention of patience. I'll see you on the mat. Welcome back for day 16. Today's intention is patience. So, first of all, if you are following along and participating in all of these practices, you should already feel a difference in how you react and how you respond. Even off the mat, it starts to stick with you, it starts to become a practice. So, give yourself some credit for how far you've come already. We'll start today in an easy seat. Maybe close the eyes. Start to do a little check-in with your posture, your alignment, whatever stuff you're showing up with today. I know it's like my favorite term to sort of categorize how we show up and all the emotions that we bring to the mat. But that's really what it is it's whatever tension has built up in you from experiences throughout the day, throughout the week. It's your stuff. So yoga is a chance to start to tune into the body, check out of the thinking mind. Really allow yourself to feel your breath. Maybe you put your hands over your belly and really notice the inhale and the exhale and where it goes. So we breathe all day long into our lungs, these really shallow, quick breaths, but we don't really feel our inhale. We don't really pay attention to that during the day. But your breath can be a powerful tool when you feel stressed, when you feel anxious, impatient. Give yourself the pause. Give yourself, even off the mat, give yourself that moment to take a deep breath, reset, think through your response rather than reacting. So do a little check-in with your alignment now. Is your spine straight, neck long, shoulders down and back? Were they creeping up by your ears because you're holding on to some tension there? Can you let anything go right now? And then really start to focus on your inhale. As you inhale, maybe count to 6 or 8. And again, slow on the exhale and really follow where it goes. And as you exhale, can you start to relax things a little more, really settle in. We'll move through some postures tonight that involve being patient with your growth of your practice. Two more big, deep inhales and exhales. And then when you're complete, we'll just take a few shoulder rolls here. So start to inhale, roll the shoulders back. And then when you exhale, you bring them forward. And do that a few times. Really get into your shoulders here. And then maybe bring it the other way, reverse. So inhale, bring those shoulders up towards the ears. Exhale, bring them down. And then we're going to stretch the legs out wide now. So we're finding a really wide-legged posture here. And just find that place where you can really stretch your legs out really wide to the point of you feel that there's a stretch happening here. So it shouldn't be super easy and comfortable, but it shouldn't be to the point where it's painful either. So find your edge, find that place where you feel a little bit of a stretch here. Legs are extended, feet are flexed. We're coming down onto the forearms here. So getting a stretch and a release in that lower back. But this posture also requires some patience. So we need to allow the breath to do some work here. So as you're exhaling, can you let yourself come down a little further, but without losing that alignment? So keeping the shoulders down and back, resting on the forearms, legs are extended, feet are flexed, and you're just letting things get heavy as you exhale. And this is one of those postures that you have to sit with it, and it's not always comfortable. And as you're exhaling, can you get a little deeper into that? And every time you practice, a little more space. So really use your breath as a tool here while maintaining everything in alignment. And then maybe on your next exhale, walk the arms over a little toward the leg. So you're just switching up the stretch a little bit, getting into that side body on the right a little bit. And again, as you exhale, can you get a little more space? Don't let the right hip come up. Keep with those really long inhales and exhales. And then we'll walk the hands back to center. And then on the next exhale, we're taking it over to the other side. So walking the arms toward the right. And you might notice, like I'm noticing here, my left side body is much tighter than my right was. So walking my elbows, my forearms over to my right side is a little bit more of a struggle for me than the other side was. And that's totally normal. We hold on to tension in different places. We're pretty uneven, generally speaking. Try to keep that left hip down. And as you exhale, can you get a little heavier here? Again, not losing your alignment in your back, keeping the shoulders down and back. And just as you exhale, get a little heavier. And then walk the hands back to center. Push all the way up. We'll come into our tabletop position, so on hands and knees. And we're just going to start with some cat-cows, nice and easy. So wrists under shoulders, knees under hips. Spine is one long straight line. And then again, check in with your hands. You should have your fingers spread apart so you have a nice wide base. And then as you inhale, drop the belly. Chin comes up, tailbone goes up. And really feel this So really let the navel dip down. Reach that chin up. Reach that tailbone up. Exhale, round it out. I think people should do cat-cow every day, even if you don't do a whole yoga practice. Just get down on your hands and knees at some point during the day and just do a few cat-cows. I think it's hugely beneficial. Stick with that nice deep inhale and exhale and feel this. See if you can maybe close your eyes. Kind of get into it a little. One more big inhale. One more big exhale. And then when you're ready, we're coming back to this balance that we have been working on for a few different classes now, the past couple videos that we've done. So we're extending that right arm out, thumb points toward the ceiling. So find your foundation, make sure you feel nice and steady, and then maybe you lift that left leg. Hold this. Now, we're not going into crunches here. Play with seeing how it feels to kick that left foot up toward the ceiling. And if you feel okay here, maybe reach around behind and grab that foot. Breathe wherever you are, even if you're right here. You may not have been able to get right here when we started, so be proud of where you are, be patient. Everything comes in steps. And breathe. One more big breath. Exhale, bring it down. So give yourself a couple cat-cows here, wring it out. And we're taking it to the other side. So now left arm extends out, thumb pointed toward the ceiling. And find your foundation. Make sure you feel nice and steady. And when you're ready, you can see if that right leg feels okay, coming all the way out. And again, take that moment, set yourself up. Make sure you feel like everything is where it should be. And breathe. And then we'll try seeing how it feels to kick that right leg now up toward the ceiling. And just play with that sensation. Just see how that feels. Maybe you stop here. Maybe you reach around and grab your foot. So, wherever you are, breathe. One more big breath. And then bring everything down. We're going to cross the legs behind us and come all the way down. Sitting back. Setting up for boat pose, which we've been through in one of our other videos. But we're going to play with it again because, again, this is one of those postures that requires patience. It's not something that's easy. It's not something that you can immediately hold without feeling really frustrated and getting really sore. So It's one of those postures that with repetition, with practice, it gets easier and easier, and you start to build up your strength and build up your core. So start first by finding that spot where you can settle onto your sits bones on the floor. So make any little adjustments you need to here. And then you can start with grabbing underneath your thighs and just coming up onto the toes and just start to walk the toes up toward your body. Keeping your alignment so spine is straight, neck is long, and then play with lifting one foot. And then maybe lifting the other. And maybe it works for you to stay this way where you have the support of grabbing underneath. And that can, a supported boat can be a nice way to start to introduce all of these abdominal muscles to the sensation. Or maybe you add the arms. Not bringing the shoulders forward, but keeping the shoulders where they are, keeping everything within alignment so it's your core that's doing the work here. And breathe. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring it on down. Come all the way down onto your back. And settle in here. So see if you can let the shoulder blades come down flat. But don't get too comfy. So we're still going to do a little more work. So you're lying flat on the floor. Feet are on the mat. Knees are pointed toward the ceiling. We're going to start here with just lifting the legs. See how it feels. Again, using those same muscles here, those abdominal muscles, to hold that posture. Breathe. Exhale, bring the feet back down. We'll take a little twist here. Crossing the right leg over the left as if you're sitting in a chair. And you're letting the legs fall toward the right. Arms are down by your side. Gaze goes to the left. Again, this is one of those postures that takes patience because you aren't immediately going to be able to feel settled in this kind of twist. So see if you can find the posture first, but then try not to hold it. Try to just let everything get heavy. And breathe. One more big inhale. One more big exhale. Bring the knees back up to center. Uncross the legs. Take a couple little windshield wiper motions back and forth with your knees. Switch sides. Crossing left leg over the right now. And legs, or knees rather, fall toward your left. Gaze goes to the right. And again, take the time to set yourself up. So find the posture first, and then do a little check-in. Where are you holding this? And can you let everything get heavy? As you exhale, can you let those knees get a little heavier toward the floor? One more big inhale. One more big exhale. Let it all go. Bring the knees back up to center. And then we're going to come back to feet flat on the floor and knees pointed toward the ceiling, setting up your alignment, and then lifting the legs again. Except this time, we're going to add in a little crunch to it. So you're going to take the hands, interlace the hands behind the head. Just have to reposition myself a little here. And then position your thumbs sort of behind that nook in the back of your neck where your neck meets the bottom of your skull, that little area. So that way, that's just your reminder. This is not going to come from the neck. You do not want your neck muscles doing this work. This is coming from here, from your core. So if you feel your neck doing the work, then this is a little reminder to you. That's not where this is coming from. We're going to take some little crunches. So as you exhale, you're going to lift that right elbow toward the left knee. Same with the other side. Now with your own breath. Two more. You got this. And then bring the knees in. Give yourself a squeeze. We did a lot with the core today. We're going to end with a happy baby, which should feel really nice right now. So let the knees come down toward your shoulders. Extend the feet up toward the ceiling. Settle in here. And as you exhale, can you let the knees get a little heavier? Find a place where you can put your hands, so on the backs of your shins and the backs of your thighs, up by your feet. Maybe you take a yoga toe lock here. But find a way that you can gently, as you exhale, keep guiding those knees down. Maybe rock back and forth here on your tailbone. Two more big cycles of breath here in your happy baby. And then bring the knees together. We'll roll forward. Come on up. And we'll meet in an easy seat just to close out our practice. Hopefully, you're starting to have some patience with yourself. You're starting to grow your practice. And remember where you were when you started doing these videos compared to where you are today on day 16. If you are following along, you should definitely notice a change. So be patient with yourself. And we can bring these lessons that we learn through yoga off the mat and learn to take the pause. Learning to have more patience off the mat as well. So bringing the thumbs to the heart center and bowing my chin to my chest. The light in me honors the light in all of you. Great job for getting this far. And I will see you tomorrow for live restorative yoga. Namaste.